Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's show, March 5th. Little late today, 7 minutes late, but Tuesdays and Thursdays, I only have 15 minutes from my class to starting the stream, and it's a 10-minute walk. So, cut me some slack. We're locked in today. Hope you guys are doing well. DJ Moore got traded, and the rumor is that Max Crosby will be soon as well. So throughout this stream, I'll keep you guys updated. Although we're looking at NBA props, I think it's still pretty interesting. So let me pull up and send out the notifications, and we'll get started here in just a sec. If you're new here, make sure you sub with noties, so you don't miss any of these live streams. I do these pretty much every single day. So if you're not here every day, what are you doing? Let me copy this link over and send it out on our Twitter. There it is. And there it is. Also, Jason Tatum's supposed to come back tomorrow, I believe, which is interesting. Alright, how you guys doing today? Let me pull up chat here as well. Let's move this over. There we go. Chat is now up. How are you guys doing? Yo, what's up, Cell? Cell's always in here early. Rob, Mark, BRXD. How you doing, bro? Voss, Gerald, Rockstar, yo. Alright, let's look at the injuries first like we do. 9 games today, so a lot to go over. And then we'll get started. Lauren as well. Welcome in, everyone. Let me charge my phone here. So yeah, just for a fun poll, I'm going to throw out... I know this is an NBA stream, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are keeping up with the Max Crosby situation. And especially I have to, as a Bears fan. Do you think he goes to the Bears? Do you think... What are the other teams that are even involved? Like the Cowboys, Eagles, or stay in Vegas, or other? Let me know. Just do like a kind of a fun poll. Just let me know what you think. I'm curious. He coming to my Cowboys? I don't think so, Aaron. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Similar defense or similar defensive ranking? I think both are important. They both go off season stats. I honestly, since this has just become a thing that I've started to research, yesterday did not go well only using that, so I'll tell you that. But, yeah, I was shocked. I mean, so many injuries yesterday. Hartenstein and Hart both got injured. Hart had 3 assists at halftime. We only needed, 5? And then he only played, 2 more minutes? I mean, that was just ridiculous. Like, the injury luck recently has been actually, absurdly bad. Like, I just texted someone. It's been so bad that it's actually funny. Like, genuinely. Rough week to be a Bears fan. Bro, what? I did not want to keep DJ Moore, bro. It's not that he's a bad player. His cap hit was just too high. So, I doubt at this point Crosby stays in Vegas. To be honest. So, we'll see. But, yeah, I honestly doubt it. I doubt he stays in Vegas. I know he's loyal to the fans and the people, but how loyal can you be when they just keep, rebuilding and they're never getting anywhere? Now that they have Fernando Mendoza, they need to commit to a full rebuild, in my opinion. So we'll see. That's not the talking point today, though. Let's look at the injury reports. Wow, the Jazz versus the Wizards. An absolute tank fest here. Kessler, Nurkic, Vince Williams, Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson, and Keontae George all out just for the Jazz. 6 guys out for them. 7 at least out for the Wizards. Cam Whitmore, AD, D'Lo, Kaishan George, Alexandre Sarr, Tristan Vukcevic. Wait, Wait, Trae Young's playing. That's huge. Probably guaranteed on a minutes restriction, but he is playing, which is huge. Mavs, Kyrie, Derek Lively, Marvin Bagley out. Najee probable, Clay probable, Cooper Flag questionable, Brandon Williams questionable, Wagner out, Black Carter and Jonathan Isaac all questionable. Jimmy Bucket, Steph Curry still out. Moses Moody, Porzingis, Will Richard, Seth Curry, LJ Cryer, and Gary Payton II also questionable. Fred VanVleet, Steven Adams, Jayshawn Tate out. Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith Jr., Şengün questionable. Igor Demon out. The Nets have been surprisingly healthy recently. They're playing the Heat, who have pretty much the same few guys out. Paolo Jovic, Rozier, as well as Fontecchino. I don't even know how to say this guy's name. Wish I had one of those announcer cards in front of me. Anyway, Pistons no inactive, which is huge for them. Big game here. Pretty much no injuries for them. Harrison Barnes is a substantial miss, but other than that, just some depth pieces. Raptors, Hepburn, and CMB. Ingram questionable. Joe Ingles for the Wolves out. Anthony Edwards questionable. Jalen Clark also questionable. I would say Ant goes, but, we'll see. Noah, Zach Collins, Jaden Ivey, Anthony Simons all out. Matas and Giddey questionable. Jalen Smith and Patty both doubtful. Dylan Brooks, Mark Williams, Jordan Goodwin out for the Suns. So I assume the Suns are what, like 6-point favorites? 10. Or did it say Giddey's out? Questionable, yeah. I mean, him and Buzelis questionable. Dog. Like a referral. DeJounte Murray out. Zion questionable. Trey Murphy probable. 5 guys out for the Kings who have been out a lot recently. Sabonis, Cardwell, Levine, Hunter, and Murray. Maxi Kleber questionable now with that back. Peyton Watson, Aaron Gordon, Spencer Jones all out. Cam Johnson questionable for the Nugs. Okay, now that we know that, let's head over to the injury splits, my favorite way to research. We can look at the Jazz. I mean, the Jazz have literally everyone out. It's actually pretty ridiculous. So there's been one game with all of these guys out. Not enough data to go over, in my opinion. Something we could check is just guys like... So Jaren Jackson hasn't even played for them yet, has he? I don't think he's played for them. I'm good, no cap. How are you? Yeah, exactly, Truzy. That's what I'm thinking. DJ and a 5th for a second, I'd take that any day of the week when we were probably going to have to either restructure him anyway. Trae Young, 17 to 20 minutes, yup. Fontecchio. Fontecchio, or I'm seeing Fontecchio. Something like that. Thank you, guys. Fontecchio. Maybe that's close to being right. He has. Okay. If he has, though, it's been very minimal. Let's actually see, like, what that... Well, it's going to show, like, a lot of game. Yeah. I think the best course of action, honestly, is just clicking here, and then we could see... See, over-under is going to be crazy. Wow, 1 and 2 in defensive efficiency, giving up the most. So that's when this filter is really going to matter. Similar defensive rating, so he's actually under. Only had 8 minutes here against the Kings. 2 of 2 head-to-head. Shot 4 for 6 from 3 last time they played. Holy cow. 40 last night, missed another 400 by 3 points. Dang, Matt. Happy to hear, but also sad. You know how it is. Slop calls him Fettuccine Alfredo. Fair enough. Yeah, like 3 games. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude's barely played. Let's look at the depth chart here. Like, who's going to start? Oh, man. It's just rough. I mean, who else is going to get rebounds for him apart from Filipowski, right? Like, with Markkanen out. Like, yeah, that's kind of my lean here. Just recency, you could see he's getting a lot of chances. He's on a back-to-back, though, so might not get a ton of minutes. Yeah, 3 of 12 on a back-to-back. Has got some decent minutes when they, I assume, keep it close. Like, let's say they keep it within... Yeah, okay, well, never mind. That's just chalked. They never keep games close on a back-to-back, apparently. Cody Williams' rebound chances also up. Without Kessler and Nurkic, we could take a look. Maybe just with some starters as well. His minutes are inconsistent, though. Let's just take a look around the league with... Whoa, why are there so many Isaiah Colliers? What the heck? Hold on. Let's just take a look with this similar defensive rating filter just across these different guys. Or similar pace, maybe. You could see... Yeah, so both of them pretty high on the pace ranking. So let's just see what they are on this pace and then just see how they match up. Cody Williams, nothing crazy. Isaiah Collier, also not great. Filipowski, not great. I mean, nothing looks amazing for them, just using this pace filter. If we use the defensive one, remember, use the defensive rating only for points. Wow. Ace Bailey, his minutes are up, but man, when he plays easy teams, he doesn't seem to shoot very well. Do have to remember, though, like, Vince Williams is out. Marking in, Jaren Jackson. So he dropped 12. His line is 19. So do we like that? I don't know. Seems a little rich. Let's expand this to, like, 4. Get it within... since it's taking plus and minus, yeah, let's go, like, within 7. This will be more effective for sure. We'll see Cody Williams, nothing there. Ace Bailey, Filipowski. Filipowski has the head-to-head stats, but nothing great. Yeah, I don't really see anything great for points. It's just a matter of the minutes are weird. Like, maybe we could take their minutes recently. But you can even see last 5 games, 24 average, but he's getting some with 18, some with 29, so he's all over the place. Also doesn't seem to play a lot on back-to-backs. Let's look at the Wizards, see if we can get anything there. I saw someone posting head-to-head of his assists. It's ridiculous. 29 and 27 potentials. His line is 6.5. Will get a minutes restriction. He's not going to play 36, 37 minutes, but maybe close to 20, and in 20 he still had 14 potentials, right? So, like if we cap him at, I don't know, 17 to 25 maybe, like, I don't know. God, shot 1 for 10 here. 0 for 6 from 3 is crazy. Yeah, gonna be hard to look at Trae Young's stats. Shouldn't bleed into too much of these other guys, like, minutes. See, like, Will Riley getting 30 minutes a night. It's a guy you're going to want to look at, like, for similar pace, maybe. But you have to remember he's getting good minutes now. Averages 18 on the season. Last 5, he's getting 33. So you can put him comfortably at, like, at least 26. Yeah, I mean, rebounds, assists look okay. Also, without Whitmore, without Kaishan George. See the depth chart. Maybe, like, without Kaishan, we could look at something. Some other big injuries or inactives. Kaishan and, like, Sar, maybe. Even Watkins. I mean, they have a lot of guys out here. Let's try and look without Kaishan here. Guess we can just look just at him. So in 13 games, yeah, Champagny minutes go up. Everyone's minutes pretty much go up, which is always a good sign. Champagny seems to have green across the board. Probably don't want to bet any potential assists because Trae Young is probably going to get all of those. Even in his first game back, I wouldn't be surprised. Rebound chances go up quite a bit for him. Could also see without Sar, like, whose chances go up. So Will Riley goes up without Sar. Champagny averages 9, which is interesting. Without all injured, he had 8 boards on 11 chances in 22 minutes. Last 3 of 3. Oh, man, I don't know. But then you have with Trae Young, and obviously they haven't played together. Nice, the prop shop. There you go. Do you want to go to the Wiz game tonight? Go, man. That'll be fun. Ace Bailey, 1.5 assists. Yeah, Bobby, I agree with that, man. I agree. Usually it's just so hard to read with all these inactives. It's ridiculous. Like, volume trends maybe could help in this. Like, if we just look at the Jazz. But, see, there's only 4 players to look at. So he averages 14.3 chances in his last 3 games. I just don't see who else is getting rebounds. Like, without Sar, who else is getting rebounds? Like, similar... Let's look at a similar defense, like the old-fashioned way. See, 2 of 7, though. His minutes are just bad, especially on a back-to-back. But is it because they're not keeping games close? It's hard to say, certainly. God. Had 30 minutes against the Knicks. But then you also have to remember, like, Kessler's out, Nurkic is out, Markkanen's out. I mean, here he had 20 minutes. Like, who else is getting, like... Sensabaugh dropped 27. Collier masterclass. Could be. Kind of like his assist, 9.5. I mean, another thing you could look at is this analysis tool. It shows what happens when all these guys are out. So you'll see he averages 16 potential assists without all starters. He had 21 and then 11 potentials. Only had 27 minutes against the Pelicans, 37 against the Clippers. Should be in a close game. We can look at similar pace. Typically under, but that's just a minutes thing, I feel like. Without a lot of these guys. Like Keontae George, without him, he had 48 in 27 minutes. Always really important to filter, like, by position. Like, since Isaiah Collier is a point guard, Keontae George is guard, you want to filter him out. Even Vince Williams could play into effect. See his minutes, like, he's averaging, or, like, a minimum 27, averaging 36. These are obviously some huge outliers. But I wouldn't be surprised if he gets, like, 30 minutes. If they keep it, like, close, like, relatively. Yeah, see, pretty much all these games, I mean, he had like 30 minutes, so I'd be comfortable giving him 30, and then looking at his pace like that. Let's do that, and then filter, yeah, right, like, yeah, I mean, 30, like, we could play like 28 to play it safe, and then you give him 17 potential assists, and he's just over every single time. 5 of 8. I'm trying to think what else we can do. With starters, he's 4 of 13. But then, like, you have to also filter out the other guys like Vince Williams, Keontae George. So he's 2 of 4 there. Had a really hard matchup here against the Raptors. Also a low-scoring game. Another one against the Clips. Should go pretty far over, or get the chances. First couple games pass. Wiz might actually win tonight. I wouldn't be surprised. I think they're a better team than the Jazz. I also think they have more stud rookies that really want to compete. Yes, sir, Jay. Love that. Filipowski 10 rebounds. So you are on the Filipowski rebounds train, like I am. Ooh, Collier rebounds as well. Looks good. Ooh. Yo, Isaiah Collier could actually get some nasty rebounds this game. Kind of like the Isaiah Collier trip dub look for a crazy lay. So you have 4 rebounds here. Kevin Love had 11. Is Kevin Love playing? Maybe that's a guy we look at. I mean, he is, but how many minutes was he getting in these games? 24. Didn't play in this game. Filipowski had 35. So that's probably another reason Filipowski minutes were down a little bit. Just because K-Love got some boards, got some chances. See, the games without him, he was getting 17. I mean, Collier trip dub plus 5,200. I don't know why it says 3.5. But I mean, maybe, man, like, hasn't got one yet. That would just be nasty. Plus 1,400 to get 7.5 boards. Had one without all these inactives and with starters in 27 minutes against the Pelicans, though. I mean, who on the Wizards is going to get rebounds? Anthony Gill? Is he their starting center? Like, I guess. Trey Johnson, maybe. I mean, Bilal should get like 8 potentials, maybe. Like, yeah, I mean, with 8 chances, he gets 23 of 25. Can filter him on a similar pace as well. 4 of 5 on a similar pace. He looks good for rebounds. Yeah, minus 116. Pretty decent chance. I could also filter him without injured. Similar pace. Who's, why is it filtering Jazz players out? No, it's not. Thought it was Keontae. Wow, both of those guys are out. Keontae and Kaishan. Man, he doesn't even have any data without all of these guys on this pace. Does have data without all of these guys, and it looks good, right? 3 of 3. Should get some good minutes. Only got 24, but still had 8 chances. Pulled down 6 of them. I think that's a good shot. Could look at his volume trend as well. Holy, Will Riley up 15 minutes in the last 3 games, averaging 33. Wow. I feel like that's insane. Could see a season average here of 18, and then dude's just dropping 33 minutes a night. His line's 16.5 points. Like his under on rebounds. I mean, he's only gone over 5 times in his career. Had 10 here. Dropped a double-double there. I don't think I'd take his under on this pace. Yeah, I mean, had 10 against the similar pace. 9 chances, so actually might lean over without, like, all these starters. That's why it's important to check. Who's he not played with? Take all these guys out. So he had 7 boards. Yeah, Andrew, I mean, there's, it's betting. Like, It's just going to happen. Collier for 2 steals. Adam, I don't think I'm forcing anything, and Isaiah Collier trip dub should smack. Plus 5,200 should be simple. Should be light. Nah, but I do like... I mean, I think this is just worth a long shot. Like, we've seen him get minutes, get potential rebounds. Also, haven't seen him play against... Like, everyone is out in this game. Like, if he gets some good minutes, I mean... God, his rebounds actually do look terrible. But against Washington, he had 6 on 8 chances. Also, no data without Keontae George as well with all this. Vince Williams. I mean, when that happens, he had 6 and then 1. But Pelicans are a much harder team to grab rebounds against. The Wizards without Sarr are just incompetent, bro. Like, they don't have Kaishan, Sarr, Vucevic. I mean, I just don't know who's going to get rebounds for him. So I think at the off chance he does hit, I mean, which would be insane, obviously. But I could see something like this game happening. And in this game, he was only 4 rebounds off of a 5,200. So, what's up, Lotzi? Da Bears. Do we get it? Do we get Max? No. Man, bro, if we get Max Crosby, like, don't even feel real. Because the thing is, next year's pick, oh my god, 49ers hire Matt Eberflus as assistant head coach of defense? Bro, what? Yeah, Lotzi, me too. Like, come on now. Don't play. Don't play. Literally got the merch. Okay, let's move on to the next game. This game also probably going to be pretty rough. Could look at some injury splits. I think Cooper Flagg is out today, but might not be tomorrow, supposedly. No, he's questionable today. So, I mean, that changes everything right there. Let's just see, like... let's see who's out. I don't remember in this game. Kyrie, Lively, obviously. Is Lively out for the year? I assume Lively's out for the year. Hey, Commanders aren't signing Max Crosby. Not to give your hopes up or anything. Cowboys were close, but another team offered more first-rounders. I think it was the Bears, to be honest. Yeah, Deuce, he got injured. Hart got injured and then played 2 minutes. He had 3 in the first quarter, played some up until halftime, which, like, 5 minutes before he got injured, and then played 1 minute, like, the rest of the game. I could definitely see, Coop playing today. I agree with you, though. Also, yeah, Tatum could play Friday. That's big news, obviously. So yeah, this game might be a little hard to look at, but still from a center standpoint, I mean, Gafford's got to be the guy for boards, right? PJ, obviously, we bet on him. He only got 2. Was a bit risky. Still thought he had a good chance. Obviously, just didn't play well, didn't perform. Gafford minutes still down. His line is up to 6.5. But this is a slow-paced game. We could check on similar pace. He's under. Over on assists at a plus 113 line his last 3 games. But with, I mean, Cooper Flagg, like, his rebound chances are just going to go down, right? That's just how it works, obviously. Not sure how much we want to attribute Cooper Flagg to actually playing. His line is 5.5 rebounds. I feel like that's a little low. What's his normal lines? Do you guys know off the top of your head, like, what Coop's normal lines are? Yeah, Tatum back in 10 months is actually insane. Like, bro, when he comes back, Celtics are going to be a machine. Not just like they were, obviously, but they're such a well-run organization. It's like, you look at the Chiefs. Like, why does everyone hate the Chiefs? Because they're a well-run organization, man. Celtics, everyone hates them. Why? Well-run organization. It's just, teams that are well run, everyone hates because they're always the best. I get it. I get it. I hate him too, you know? It's like, wow, Max Christie against teams that give up a lot of points gets a lot of rebounds for some reason. It's kind of funny. But remember, defensive is only for points. So Cooper Flagg looks good there if he plays, if he gets minutes. Now, is anything released on if he has a minutes restriction? Because if he gets 30 minutes, he's hammering this line. Najee Marshall is probable. So is Clay. Brandon Williams questionable. So 18 of 37. His rebounds look unbelievable. Like, Cooper Flagg's rebounds look unfreaking believable. Now, we do have to filter Gafford in. 23 of 27, boys. I mean, 14 of 17. If he gets those 30 minutes we were talking about, I mean, he's hitting. But is he... I don't know what his injury was. I don't know if he's going to be 100% coming back. Questionable with a foot. That's not a great... That's not amazing to be injured with a foot. I don't know. What do you guys think on this one? Like, 5.5 rebounds. Look, without these players, with these minutes, it looks incredible. Should get 12 rebound chances. That's exactly my rule as well. You like when a guy gets double. 10 of 10. I mean, I think we should expect a minutes restriction. We hate them because, but yeah. I mean, yeah, Italian, of course, but exactly. That's why everyone hates them. I think there's more to it than them just well-run organization. I think the league officiating favoritism plays into it a lot. I mean, I don't know about that. Boston tomorrow, it's homecoming for him. They should have him for 25 minutes tonight. Oh, is that right? Is he born in Boston, Coop? No, I'd be cautious on these minutes, but if he does, like if this looks like a halftime bet, the game's close, and Coop looks like he's normal, I think you could definitely bet that and feel pretty comfy. I mean, when he gets 12 rebound chances, he's 89% on the year. So, if he gets normal minutes, he's hitting. But, again, how likely is that? I don't know. Also interesting, I have no idea when the last over-under was 230 in a game that included the Magic. Usually it's like 215, if that. Sometimes like 208. Man, that seems ridiculous, to be honest. So maybe all these guys will be out and they'll have to run a higher paced offense. I don't know what that means or what's that's gonna look like, but man, like Paolo, yo, go Fuzz. Go Fuzz? Goofies? I don't know. Thanks for the sub, bro. But I mean, yeah, like, when's the last time you guys saw this line be over under 230? Just seems really, really high, especially in a game with the Magic. Someone's saying Paolo trip dub. I could see it for sure. Without Wagner and, like, especially if one of these guys are out here, like, could filter starters, not with Anthony Black, though, or Wendell Carter. I don't know, definitely possible. We could look at with a similar pace. Hit his rebounds last time against him, got 10, only had 4 assists. Not amazing there. What about his, like, similar defensive rating? Doesn't play well here. Just shoots poor. Does the graph actually work for the assists? The yellow line isn't working, but that's just because I have to click pace. Yeah, I know Flag's in, but he might not get full minutes. Christie threes with and without Coop. With Coop, he's 7 of 9. Without him, he's 1 of 1 on a similar pace. Probably shouldn't look at a similar pace. With, he's 74%. Without, he's 60%. Slight increase with him back. Yo, did I butcher your name, bro? Go F-U-Y-S. Goofus? Goofies? Goofus? Something. Joker discount good? I don't even know. Where's his discount available? I can check. Or if you just tell me what it is. Jabari Smith questionable. Could be interesting. God, Reed Shepherd just owns the volume trend sheet here. Like, if these guys are out, holy cow, is he getting an increase? Still without him. Potential assists for KD go up to 10. So KD assists maybe. 0 of 3 head-to-head. Never gets assists. Rebounds. Shepherd PRA. Yeah, Uncle, literally this luck has been crazy. Everyone got hurt yesterday. Hartenstein, Hart, Brunson. Well, hold on. Those props are from yesterday. Don't bet those props. Especially if you can see them yesterday. Also, Robert Williams, double-double, almost hit. I don't know how many he finished with, but I think at halftime he had 5 boards and had cashed the points for it. Yeah, everything just got chalked yesterday. Let me see how many he finished with. No, Robert Williams did get a double-double. So, I mean, that alone, if you bet that as a straight, I would have for like a unit, but if you got that as a straight, I mean, you're back from what happened yesterday. Like, you're at least even, because that was a plus 1,000. Dyson Daniels assist, I have no idea how he only had 3. He had a double-double, only had 3 assists. Maxey, that game was so much lower scoring than everyone thought. He shot 8 of 22, 2 of 10 from 3, which was ridiculous. Cooper Flag expected to play. Got an official notification from Underdog. Isaiah Hartenstein, I don't think he took a shot, which was wild, but he also got hurt. 17 minutes. I don't think he didn't even play in the 4th. Barely played in the 3rd, so it wouldn't void, which is nice of him. What are some other ones we have here? Oh, yeah, and then Hart as well with the assists. I mean, he got injured, was well above pace. Jalen Johnson rebounds. That one was bad. He had 5 rebounds in the entire game, which was crazy. How much did Giannis have? Giannis had 5 too, so just not a lot of rebounds went around. I mean, I guess Dyson Daniels had 10, but yeah, not a lot of rebounds there. Miles Turner, what did he finish with? I know everyone was screaming in chat. He didn't do anything. He had 22 minutes, shot 3 of 6. I mean, like, what are we doing? I don't know. Klingon got ejected, that's why he hit. Holy cow. Okay, let's look at the normal research page for a sec. We'll kind of just go this game. We have obviously Trae Young's going to be at the top, but he's going to have a minutes restriction. So that kind of also chalks Bub Carrington on his, and then that's why we're on Call of E. So I think we have it for this game. I wouldn't go too heavy on this game. I mean, Isaiah Collier, Trip Dub, that's just because there's no centers and it should be a high-paced game. I mean, obviously, plus 5,200 is just a stupid, ridiculous long shot. Cooper Flag, we saw his rebounds, just looking at the injury splits. Looks really, really good. He is probable now, but we don't know if he's going to get those minutes. Even if, let's see, even if he doesn't get those minutes, what if he gets like 20 to, I don't know, 27 or something? Yeah, see, those rebounds, he's just under. Not a very high amount of data, but not something I really feel comfortable with, especially with Najee Marshall and Gaff in. It's just a little, I don't know. Najee in. Who else gets rebounds? I mean, we know Gaff just has to get rebounds. He's a center, right? So, but with that 79%, it's just got to be a trap. I think he's plus money as well. But again, if it looks good at halftime, something you could bet plus 105. Like, it's all dependent on minutes. If he gets like even 28 minutes, you're probably looking good there. Underdog likes, or sorry, Propfinder likes unders in this game. You can see mainly due to that. So people ask a lot of the time what Propfinder actually, like what the rating actually means. So you can see blowout potential when it's high, it's good for unders. Low scoring game is also good for unders. Defensive matchup, hit rate home and away, or just wherever they're playing. So season hit rate at home, season hit rate away, or home as well. And then you'll also see last 5 average hit rate, 10 average hit rate, and that's just spits out a number here. So you see Terry Eason to get under 12.5 points. Looks like a good bet. Just played on March 2nd, so should get some good minutes. You could also see him on like a similar defense. So 7-11 just without these guys. 5 of his last 5. You can see him on a similar defensive rating. He is 2 of his last 3, only going over here with just a crazy amount of shots compared to what he normally takes. So yeah, I mean, this under, you could feel comfortable taking that as well. Plus 102 to go under. 8 of 10 head-to-head. I mean, that's pretty telling as well, right? If Black is out, Suggs over on points. Fair. Oh yeah, quickly over the other day. Like, what was that? Are you guys saying for it now? Yeah, we could look at him. But yeah, that, just another rough one. Like, actually ridiculous. Averages like 8 chances. Yeah, when he gets that, 35% to the under. Draymond, they like his under 56%. I could look at similar defensive rating, just looking at his points here. Then you could look at pace as well. So yeah, rebounds, assists, under on all of that. Probably a PR under is better. I think, yeah, here he looks good. 0 of 7, 1 of 5, 5 of 8. You could take a Draymond under as well. Ten rebound chances and, I mean, 6 shots. 10 and 6. Yeah, 36% to the under on that, but you have to filter in the rating and pace. So, also, this is on a max. It's not determined what he's going to get. Joker discount 22 points against the Lakers. I think just like, I mean, you probably just have to take that. What, does he have a really bad head-to-head against them? Like, said 22. What was that on Prize Picks? I mean, he's 80% on the year, 2 of 3 head-to-head. Didn't hit here, but he also only shot 7 times for some reason. Also, without all these guys, like, he's 5 of 5 on the year. Ooh, barely hitting, though. Ooh, that's interesting. Wow. Well, his normal line actually looks terrible just without these inactives. 41% on this 29.5 line. You could see him maybe on a similar defensive rating. Yeah, I mean, barely does hit 21, 22, so probably wouldn't bet it. Angry Joker, all about kung fu fighting right now, less about scoring. Yeah, honestly fair. Oh, nah, no cap. I'm sorry, bro. That's rough. Shepherd, threes or points? Let's go back to that game. KD getting a lot of threes. Jabari getting a lot of threes. Let's not have questionable, though. Questionable or probable we don't like. Let's see, what combos do we have with this? These three, that's what we want. Yeah, Reed Shepherd usually averages 8 threes per game. Let's see. We want similar defensive rating when we're just looking at threes. So, yeah, I mean, 5 of his last 5, he got 4, 4, 4, 3, 5. When did he cash for us? He shot like 4 of 11. Something. I don't know. Probably wasn't like a similar... Yeah, was it against the Wizards? Maybe Wizards or Heat. He shot 4 of 11 both games. 5 of his last 5 on threes. Also has just a good matchup. Rough matchup here. Good spot up, though. Also, just with this increase, you could think he's going to get some decent shots in volume. 54% shooting from 3 in his last 10 in terms of volume. So, I think it's definitely a good look. Without injured with starters. 6 of 7 without injured with starters. Also hitting 4. Yeah, I think that's a good look for sure. 9, 10, 7. Didn't hit here. Not sure why. How many minutes did he get? 17. Interesting. Let's see with starters as well. That is with starters. Jabari is questionable, right? Yeah, I don't want to put any questionable guys in. Amen, Jabari Şengün, all questionable. Amen, Jabari Şengün. 10 of 11 on his points. 82% on his threes. Yeah, I like his either his points or his threes for sure. I think you could also even ladder him up to 4. I mean, he's done that. He's hit a plus 187 in 9 of his 11 games. So, kind of similar to last reason we took him. You took Jabari boards, but he wasn't questionable? Dang. Tough, bro. Let's see if there's any research recently. See any recent news? Nope, just Cooper Flag. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is a bad look at all. Look, his minutes are up, his points are up, his threes are up. Even potential assists if you want to go a route like that. KD getting a good increase. Him and Shepherd actually getting the same increase, but still good. Shepherd getting more shots up. It's a good look all around. Like, if he shoots that ball from 3 8 times, I mean, he's hitting 100%. 17 of 17 on the season. That's what we project him. So you literally can't avoid that look. Like, it just is a good look. It's one of those like objectively, I feel like you just have to look at it and take it. There you go, no cap. Might take Jokic under today. Honestly, we'll get to that game, but I wouldn't blame you as of what I've seen right now. We'll get to that game. We'll go over it more. But yeah, from what I've seen right now, again, I would not blame you. Wow, there's like not a lot of data with all of these guys out. Okay, that's the first one we hit. Let's see. Gui Santos, Pat Spencer, both getting a minutes increase. This is just Curry Butler, basically. Will Richard, how does he increase everyone else? Pat Spencer, rebound chances up. How many rebound chances did he have that game where he didn't hit for us? He had 5. So, I mean, that's, yeah. It's a little less than what we expected, which was like probably 6, maybe even closer to 7 without Curry. You can see he's gotten that before. Also only had 21 minutes, so, like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Just rough. Let's look at volume trends here, because that's not really too telling. Minutes are up on everyone, so they probably just had a long game. Maybe OT, or just minutes are up on everyone. Gui Santos as well could look good. Spence, Al Horford, everything's up for him. This could be one where you just look at a pace, maybe. The one thing I do want to encourage you guys to do is when you're doing this data research, to make sure before you do anything else, take these guys out and then individually input the minutes that you project for these players. So I'll give you an example. Gui Santos here, take all the similar positions. So Jimmy Butler out, obviously. And you can see just with that, his minutes are way up. Like, you know, he averages probably 25 now, but just to get a real handle on it, let's take Jimmy Butler out, Steph Curry out, Moses Moody. There's no data with that. That's the one thing that's kind of rough, is there's not a lot of data with a lot of these guys out. So then you could look at analysis. One game without him, he had 2.6 minutes. So all of this data is pretty much nullified. Will Richard, he had 14 minutes. Kind of, again, just nullified just because how low it is, how low this is as well. So, I mean, this isn't even close to really his average that he's getting recently, which is 30. So let's just say he gets, I don't know, 25 minutes, right? Let's just say he gets 25 minutes. And then on that, without, you know, the two guys that are probably the biggest impact, among others, of course, but the biggest impact is what we're looking at. And then you could filter by similar pace. So you expect probably 9 chances. Assists, maybe he goes crazy on assists. Got 7 on 11 chances, right? Even his points. Now you do have to remember the Rockets are a hard matchup, obviously. Really good defense. But recently, I mean, they have been giving up a lot of assists. KD's posting a lot of stuff on Twitter about his teammates being trash on an alt account, which is kind of funny. Let's see. Away at Houston, 29%, 36% over in the last 10 games. Only one game going off of here, which I don't know, isn't a great look probably. You can see maybe on a similar defense. See, similar defense, I mean, his assists look good. Rebounds, potentially. But yeah, pretty much all of this data, I feel like, is nullified just because look at his average minutes in these games. So you would have to multiply this by, you know, maybe another chance. Just without Jimmy Butler. Hopefully all of this is making sense, but yeah, I mean, Rockets have to be favored, right? Yeah, like, spread +8, so they're pretty heavily favored. They might not get a whole lot of chances. Pat Spencer, probably same thing. You just take without injured, take the top few guys here. So since he's a guard, you're going to want to take out, like, here, let's just restart this. You're going to want to just start at guard, LJ Cryer, Seth Curry, and then you're like, all right, well, that doesn't really help. So let's just go more general with guard, Steph Curry, Moses Moody. Not going to have real data there, which is really unfortunate, actually. And then you give him, I don't know, like 20 minutes minimum, and then start filtering by pace again. Rebounds still look good. Now, this matchup doesn't look great, but we can filter on a similar pace and see what he's getting. He had 6 boards and 7 chances, 13 potential assists. It sucks that there's no data without all of these guards, like Moses Moody, Will Richard, and Steph Curry. I would assume Pat plays a lot of the game. Also Pajemski, just because they're going to have to if they want to keep it close. This is a rough one, though, just because of all the injuries, like Moses Moody, Will Richard. I mean, It's just gonna be a hard game for them. Could filter in like the starters here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I always think his rebounds look good. Just 2.5, like, surely he gets that. Had 4 in the first quarter here, finished with 4 on 11 chances. So, like, what does that tell you? I don't know. Seems like a rough game. Speaking of a rough game, let's go to the Heat versus the Nets. A very rough game here. Trayor, everything's up on him. Seems like it. Good look at the injury splits here as well. So I know they don't really have any injuries other than Demon, but we get to see what happens when Demon's out. MPJ, Trayor, Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf's probably the guy to look at. I mean, his minutes shoot up 3.6. You can see without him. Yeah, I mean, his assists probably. Minutes are just weird. Like, played 2 days ago. How much are they going to play him when he gets 2 days of rest? I don't know. His minutes are really sporadic just because he's a rook and getting used to the system. 1 of 3 with starters, getting pretty low minutes. No more than 20. Also, since this game's probably an under game, maybe he gets those blowout minutes. So that could be another thing. It's already dropped 3 points. I wouldn't go under. What? Danny Wolves? Or Jokic? Let me see here. That'd be crazy if Jokic's line already dropped by 3. Sorry, trying to catch up here. 30% of the game is Jokic blaming the refs. I don't know about that, bro. I mean, LeBron does the same. When the refs are going to give you a competitive advantage, you might as well use it. Oh, Booker threes. Or no. Whose points dropped? Who said that? Ryan. Ryan, whose points dropped? What are you talking about? I mean, again, though, Danny Wolf looks like, he's up pretty much on everything. Danny Wolf up here as well. Oh, his points are shooting up. That's actually crazy. Like, how much is he getting in the fourth quarter, though? Yeah, I see, like, pretty decent amount. I don't know if he plays in the fourth. Yeah, recently, I mean, sometimes. Could be a halftime bet. I know the Nets are taking, don't you worry. Oh, you're talking MKM. Yeah, for sure. Stephon Castle on assists on similar pace is crazy. Let's check. Why is it crazy? Crazy good? Looks okay. Unless you already filtered some of these guys out, like Barn. Yeah, I don't know. Talking about. Oh, with the starters, yeah. Maybe that's probably what you have. Under on rebounds barely, over on his assists. Should get... He had 10 assists last time on 14 potentials. It's always easy when you have Wemby, you know what I mean? Wemby, let's filter in Wemby and, like, Fox. With Fox. Yeah, I mean, you should get at least, 11 potentials? 69% on that. I will say, facing the Pistons is going to be rough. Also, coming back from injury here. No, that's All-Star break, maybe. Yeah, similar pace with starters does look good. I mean, his minimum's 11, like he should get 13 probably. Which, if he does get 13, we're looking at 79%. Plus 104 as well. Should be a close game. I could see him playing a lot of minutes. Hit last time again at 11 on 16 potentials last time against him. And again, this is something that I find really interesting with this new pace filter. Is like, see, this time head-to-head looks like... or no, not head-to-head, but this ranking, see how he's ranked 28? Like, if you would filter by a similar defense, it probably wouldn't look great, but you're like, this would probably stray you away. They only give up 5.7, 5.4, or something like that. But, I mean, last time he dropped 11 on him, so, like, he's proven that he could do it. So, I think that's definitely a good look. Pistons tough, but you got Wemby. Yeah, I mean, can't really go wrong with that statement. Dylan Harper minutes up. Dropped 22 last game. This is I feel like a big outlier just because they killed him by so much. And maybe not. Or they killed Brooklyn too. Yeah. Like point differential like 11 plus 66% compared to 61. Yeah, he's just getting more minutes, which obviously is what, we just saw, but 18.5 rebound chances. Had 17 rebounds on 31 chances last time they played. What about on a similar pace? 5 of 9. Also, he was well on pace last game. He had 18 chances, only got 8 of them, but only played 24 minutes because they killed him. He didn't need to play. That was just, like, so unfortunate, man. Stephon Castle also last game, 10 assists in 20 minutes. Dropped a trip dub in 20 minutes and called her a day. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let's look at the Heat quick before we move on. There's our guy. Pele 1 for 5 Larson, 0 for 2 from 3 Larson. There he is. Hi, Pele. This guy's a bum. I swear, this dude is literally gonna go. He's gonna go there and shoot, drop like 40 points. Just like, imagine. Like, I would not be surprised, bro. I just wouldn't be. Someone said where earlier. Let's check where on a similar pace. I guess we can leave starters in. Similar pace. 2 of 5, or no. Man, hooked in all of those games. 16 minutes, and dude got 9 boards. Like, this guy's just meant to be a rebounder, man. If he gets a normal minutes, 22 and 20 rebounds, 15 and 13. These games have Bam. They did have Bam. So if this game would either stay close or get really far out of control. Maybe Claxton boards too. Like, we can look with him with a pace. 6 of 9, but trending down recently. Also, who said Claxton tripped dub the other day? 4, 5, and 3. Almost. Almost. Joker PRA, 55.5, now down to 52.5. That's crazy for Joker, man. That's crazy. They know something. They know something. Someone said Wiggins boards on a similar pace. Wiggins' boards are 8 of his last 10. Which is crazy. 7 of 10 without him. 7 of 13. 4 of 4. I mean, pretty insane, right? Like, on him on a similar pace, though. 6 of 9. Also over on his assists. What about on his, like, a similar defensive rating? Yeah, so points don't look good, but rebounds and assists from him do. %56% on his RA. Ooh. Oh, there's no data with it, but I mean this should tell you something. 14 and 15. What are we looking at here on the chances? 10, like 4. Let's water it down to like 8 and 4. Just see what we're looking at. Oops, sorry. 4 and 8. Rebounds should be over. Let's see. RA 66% on a 4 and 8. Yeah, this is gonna be a good look. Hold on. Injury splits. If you look at Wiggins, hold on. Let's look at Heat. Let's look at. There's gonna be nothing there, nothing there, nothing. No, there's nothing there. One game. I think this is just last game. Wiggins had 13 chances, or he had 8 and 5, which is 13. Was this the last game they just played? I think it is. Who did they not have? Yeah. Or no. Did he have 8 and 5 here? Yeah, he did. So yeah, I mean, looks good there. I like his RA. I mean, two of 2 without Powell, 3 of 5 without Jokic, but had crazy chances, and then 1 of 1 without him. Bam points. Eight of his last 10, 6 of his last 8 on, or no, 4 of his last 8 on this similar defense. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. Let's see, Bam. Khalil Ware points up. Only one game here. We need, like, Norman Powell. We need, like, Powell and Jokic, or, yeah, Powell and Jokic. Nope. Powell and him, maybe? Nope. It sucks that there's no data with that. Bam up to 26% usage, highest on his team. Averages 20 points without Norman Powell. What's his line? 20.5. Unflagged, reading if he's expected to play. If he plays, he's expected to get 20-25 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying for a like a live bet, it could be decent. Yo, Rockstar, I got you, bro. I got you. Yabusele boards. I just picked him up in fantasy. I hope he can do anything, but we'll see. Yeah, Wiggins looks ridiculous. Bam without Powell averages 17 shots. Like, you know, I feel like you can't, like, without Powell, he's 8 of 13. Without Jokic, he's 2 of 4, and without, there's nothing there. Fontecchio, I think that's how you say his name. Fontecchio. 7 of 11, 8 of 11, 9 of 17, 11 of 24. This could be a question for the volume trends as well. Yeah, this is what we want. Last 10, and then we want Heat, and we want field goals attempted. Yeah, see, Bam's averaging 16 in his last, what, 10? I mean, averaging 20 in his last 3. Yeah, we're taking Bam here. I mean, if he shoots the ball 20 times, Yeah, I mean, you could take him up to 30 for crying out loud. Like, 31, 32. How many free throws as well? Like, wouldn't be surprised at all if he hits that. 20.9, 20.7, 18.1, but I know Tyler Hero's back. We just want Powell out, and then with these guys, yeah, I mean, he's averaging 19, 10, 17, 24. Is this from where we get the 20 number? 17 and a half. So on the low end, you're looking at 17. High end, you're looking at 21, 22 for shots. You just look at 17, and he's 15 or 17 on the line. So I wouldn't overthink that. I would just take it. Yeah, let's look at Yabusele. What was the other one? Quickly. This guy keeps asking for Quickly. Let me do him first. We'll do this game. If you have anything, let me know. We'll look at Quickly. Nothing there. Without these guys, minimum of 3. Minutes for Quickly are up, points. Yeah, everything's up on Quickly and this dude. 10 of 14 on his 9.5 RA. We could also, I mean, his points over just looks insane regardless. Get to see like a similar defensive rating. 3 of 10? Ugh. That's a yikes. That is a yikers. Maybe a pace would be better for him. Still keep the injured out, take the pace, and then look around here. Assist, I mean, he averages 10 potentials. Brandon Ingram, questionable with a thumb. If he doesn't play, that's big news, man. I mean, Quickly would have to go over if that's the case. Yes, defensive. I'll break it down again. This is the second stream I've done on this. Update went live yesterday, but let me just break it down so you guys know like what I'm talking about here. So the new filters, similar defense. A lot of you guys are used to this one. You filter similar defense, and this corresponds to this number here in this rank. So you'll see defense rank 1 to 5. You'll see 5, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the number right here where my cursor is. You can see rank 5 for Dallas, rank 4 for Spurs, etc., etc. Since Timberwolves fall into that, that's where the similar defense comes from. It just takes the season average of what they allow to point guards on any point guard all season. That's the average, right? Now, when you're thinking of, like, that might not be exactly right. Like, this is, sure, it's the whole season, but another filter we have, which is what we just added and what I'm talking about now, is the defensive efficiency. So this measures, as you can see, a team's allowed points per 100 possessions. So you'll see pretty bad defenses at the top: Jazz, Wizards, Kings, Nets, Pelicans, Pacers, Bucks, Bulls, etc., etc., and good defenses at the bottom like the Thunder, Pistons, Spurs, Heat, Rockets, T-Wolves. So you'll notice that filtering by this only helps with points. Defensive efficiency is only points allowed. No rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks, nothing like that. Defensive efficiency can only be used for points. So when you filter this in, use this similar defensive rating. This is the exact same as the defensive efficiency. So you'll see defensive rating ranks 4 to 8. You'll scroll over and be like, ranks 4 to 8. That's not any of these teams. You'll see like Houston, the Knicks, Boston, Miami. Like, these are pretty good defenses. These aren't teams that give up the most. Now, here's the thing. You're looking at similar, ranks 4 to 8. Ranks 4 to 8 always means the best. So for this, you actually have to scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see ranks 4 to 8 are going to be, if you count from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So starting with the Heat and going up to 22, which would be 8, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or to the Raptors, I guess. Or no, because it has the Knicks. So yeah, then you'll see Houston, Knicks, Boston, Miami, which is all in this range here. And you'll notice you can also filter if that's not a big enough range for you. You could filter like up to 4. So you can see Quickly actually tends to go under Yeah, so this is just really important. This pace and defensive efficiency filter, I mean, averaging an allowed 119 points per 100 possessions and 100 is a very big difference. So, yeah, you could also obviously mix and match these. So if you want to filter both, you could filter both as well. So Quickly actually does look good when he filters, or no, you can't filter both. Never mind. For this, you can't filter both. I guess it just wouldn't make any sense if you did. Filter in the points and the pace. But yeah, so that's what pace is. Or that's what the defensive efficiency is. Now pace is this number, and it combines just possessions per game. So you see the Heat over the course of the season average 106 possessions per game, and you'll see the Celtics average 98. So the Celtics like to play things slow, methodical, really get their guys in position, ready to go score a bucket. The Heat kind of just like to run down the floor and shoot and get points, right? So it's just all about like coaching, different efficiencies, different methodologies, and things like that. So when you filter by pace, it doesn't matter for points as much as it matters for rebounds and assists. You can still use pace rank for points, but at that point, just use the defensive efficiency, and you'll see a much better result, or should be closer to what actually should happen. So on a similar pace, Quickly actually does get some good rebounds, get some good assists, so maybe that's a bet you want to take. Without these guys, though, he tends to not get rebounds. Maybe assists. Now, I don't know how much these guys play into effect of him, like Quickly's a point guard, so maybe just you want to take just Chucky out, and since he has no effect, maybe you still like this as a bet. I mean, his RA is probably like 55%. He hit head-to-head, he had 16. He went over rebounds and his assists. Head-to-head, he had 5 rebounds, 8 assists. So, however you want to think of that, all of the data is there for you, and you can filter however you'd like. But make sure you take advantage of that. Underdog PRA discount. Ooh, deal reveal. Let me look. We have Luka, D-Book, Jokic, which no, we just looked at that. Banchero. Banchero's probably the best one. Paolo Banchero. Brandon Ingram's hurt. Ooh, Adebayo as well. Do like his points already. Do we like his rebounds? I think I think Banchero's just the best, right? Should be a close game. Yeah, I mean, everything's up here on him. Oops, my bad. Let me add the props. We don't have too many yet. Oh my god, we have 9 props. What the heck? Never mind. I'm not even going to put Collier. Should I even put Collier trip dub on it? Guess we can just put it. Eason under 12.5 points. Green under 14.5 PR. Reed over 2.5. 3.5 3-pointers made. Castle over 6.5 assists. Wiggins over 7.5 RA. Bam over 20.5 points. Okay, props are out. I don't know if the Magic Mavs game is going to be close. There's a lot that goes into that, especially with the Cooper Flag, like minutes restriction and everything like that. I looked with the current inactive. I guess I didn't look like without Amen Thompson as well. But when you do that, there's not too much data. But he did shoot 3 of 4 here without Amen Thompson. Şengün, no data on that. And then Jabari, I mean, he went under. So, shot 4 of 11, 4 of 12. You can also see, I mean, he's just 8 of 10 on the year, or on his last 10. 58% on the year. Similar defensive rating, also leans under. 8 of 10. Yeah, he could, but then he'd still go under, bro. Like, it's fine by me. Probably gonna max that discount with a good goblin. What, the Palo one? Or one on prize, the one on Prize Picks? I wouldn't even take the Jokic one. I wouldn't take. I just took Paolo for 31 points and Colaby rebounds. Or 31 PRA, sorry. Let's see how often he hits that. 31 PRA, 74%. Without Wagner, though, should be good. Yeah, 81%. Can't really ask for much more than that. Like, if he doesn't cash, then it's just like, bro, it's just unlucky. It's just straight up unlucky. Also had a game 48 in 31 minutes, so he's on a pretty decent rest. Should get at least 2 days, 85%. Like, you just can't make that up. Either one, Mista. I mean, I don't ever give you guys a play that I don't like. Like, I'm personally playing all these plays, so, I don't know. The thing is, like, also when you look at, like, this over-under, Houston's favored by 8, over-under's 213. Also see his head-to-head stats, 8 of 10 head-to-head to the under. So, doesn't seem to play well head-to-head. I don't personally like using head-to-head stats just because so many things change. Just, like, recency is much more important than using head-to-head stats, but it can still matter, obviously. Filipowski, I don't know. I probably wouldn't bet much on this game. I do like Colaby boards. Filipowski should get good chances, but also has some games where he just doesn't get minutes, and that's because they're tanking. Like last game, in 22 minutes, he had 11 boards on 17 potentials. Right, but then you filter a similar pace, he's like 2 of 8 just because he's not getting good minutes. So, I don't know. Thing is, I think he's going to be the one to get boards. Does he get 9? I don't know. I mean, he's 0-2 with these inactives just because they've been tanking. Like, he had 28 minutes, only grabbed 6 boards. John Collins had 11. Niederhauser had 10. So it's like, what are we doing? Yeah, I would be very careful betting on the Jazz. I just bet on Bilal Colaby because I don't know. Probably shouldn't have, but we'll see what happens. Ant, I don't think I want to look at the injury splits without Ant. I think he'll just go. He usually does. Ant minutes are up. Just had 37 minutes against the Grizzlies. Dropped 41. Holy cow. Absolute masterclass from Ant. Could filter him on like a similar defense. He's 5 of 8. Something I should probably do just when we check everyone, just filter, take out the inactives and then just filter on a similar defense. So either Rudy, not McDaniels. I mean, you could tell me you're going to take either Dante, Ant, or Rudy, and I wouldn't blame you for points. Something else you could filter is like with starters. Let's see, Ant's 4 of 7 with starters. Dante's 5 of 7. Dante shot 1 of 7 there. Averages 10.4 shots. So if he shoots like at least 9, you're probably looking okay. 5 of 6. 23 of 33 when he gets 9 shots with these starters with decent actives. Things like that, minus 110. You could also filter just pace in. 10 of 13 on the rebounds. You do want to make sure here that you have starters. 9 of 10 on his rebounds. So that's pretty ridiculous. Also hitting his assists pretty regularly. I think I like just his rebounds more. Yeah, I mean, Dante, 9 of his last 10. Then you look here, it's like 33% over. Comp line missed, comp line missed, comp line missed, comp line missed. Comp line heavily missed, or not comp line, but 3.5 got 8 though. Like, missed last game against Denver, had 5 chances, only got 3 of them in 35 minutes. Rudy had 15. Jokic had 13. It's almost kind of just what happens when you play Joker. But 9 of 10 just with this. Could also look at assists like Dante and assists maybe. Jaden McDaniels assists look like they're over with the pace. And then so maybe you take that and then you just look at recent rebound chances, like who's getting more. Dante seems to be down pretty heavily, so maybe move over to potential assists. Nothing looks great there. I mean, Ant assists, Jaden McDaniels assists, and then Dante boards. But do you really want to take Dante boards when Naz Reid and Randall are playing? I don't know. What does he average in his last few games? He averages 3.3, and his line's 3.5. So for PRA, it's a good question. For PRA, I would probably just do it individually. Like, just look at points and then PRA. But the thing is, like, when you look individually, like, for example, let's look at Dante here. Like, his points look pretty good, right? And then you can filter on pace. And his RA looks good, right? So maybe if you like it all, you just take his PRA instead. But yeah, I see what you mean. It can be kind of hard to like look at all of that. We know he had starters without injured. I don't think Joe Ingles really changes anything. Yeah, I mean 42 games without him, like season averages don't even hardly change. But yeah, I would probably just look at both individually, and then if you like them both like that, maybe just take that. Timberwolves for me are always hard to bet on because they never have injuries or like have been really healthy this year at least. So then it's like how much of an edge really is there, you know? Rudy RA apparently looks good. Has hit 3 of 3 head-to-head. Barely, but has hit. So if you look on a similar pace, 9 of 13, 4 of his last 5, 7 of his last 10. Also should get good minutes. We could imagine the starters are going to go minus Ant just because he's technically questionable. 4 of his last 5, averages 32 minutes. Could also see what he's getting recently, like over his last few games. He had 37 in this game, should get at least 28. I mean, that's probably a good look there. %20 over, 25% over recently, though. They allowed Cat to go over. Wemby went under. Hartenstein went under. Miles Turner went under. I mean, a lot of guys have gone under recently on that. I'm not sure, Martin. That's more of a Jose question than a me question. I honestly don't really know. Would you say similar defensive rating? Would you say similar defensive rating? You can look at TOS with it. I don't know what that means. Oh, turnovers. Yeah. I mean, you could do that, I guess. I never bet on turnovers. I just think they're more lucky than anything, to be honest. So I never really look at that, but I'm sure you could. We are on Toronto versus Minnesota. Minnesota! Quickly looks good on his matchup. I mean, Rudy Gobert, 5 of his last 5 on this line, right? Like, seems like a hard line to turn down. Also, look at his average recently, average rebounds. I mean, he's getting like 19 potentials, and then his assists, even if he gets 1, like 86%. Man, even Rudy for his points is pretty highly rated. I feel like this isn't one you overthink. You just take this. Minus 118, favor to go over. Chicago versus Phoenix. Lots of good unders, apparently. Game total low. Lots of starters out for the Bulls. I know that. Jeez. Crazy amount of inactive for the Bulls. Like, actually a hilarious amount of inactives. 2 games. Wow, Patty Williams questionable. Patty Williams doubtful. Josh Giddey questionable. I think Matas is also questionable, right? So, yeah, Matas is on here. This is just like, bro, what am I even looking at? Still on the Yabusele boards, we can look at that for sure. That's a good comms. Man, I feel like we just start by, yeah, I mean, even here you can kind of see, like, Yabusele is at the top of all of these lists. Getting more minutes, more usage. Trey Jones sneaks in here a little bit. But with this, see, Giddey and Jalen Smith would have to be out. This is more what you're looking at here. So instead of that 8.6 increase, 6.6 increase, oh, boo-hoo, you know. So he should get 12 rebound chances. 8 rebounds is his average if he gets 12 chances. Let's say Jalen Smith, Patty Williams out for sure. Played with Giddey in that. Yeah, he has. So yeah, he had 19 here. Don't love that, to be honest. You also look on pace. Yeah, let me make sure you have that filtered. Make sure you're looking at current team, especially for Yabusele. And then you could filter in similar pace. Defensive rating. I mean, pace, you know, it's all right. 8 chances, 18 chances. Is this game like with Jalen, with Patty? No, nothing. There's just no data on that. The two out of 3 games he has played without these guys, though. Seems good. Giddey also played in all of those games. I don't think Giddey's not like 100%, is he? 33 minutes? It's pretty close. Pretty close, Giddey is. Yeah, I mean, Yabusele is just seeing the biggest increase. I don't like looking at questionable. Let's take that out. Yabusele is like all... It's all him, man. Trey Jones potential assists, even with Giddey. Interesting. Unless Giddey, didn't play in that game. Yeah, 2 of his last 3. I mean, and this game wasn't even on the Bulls. This game was on the Bulls. This game was, or no, this game, yeah, he was on the Bulls. This game, yeah, he was on the Bulls. So yeah, I mean, should get 18 rebound chances. Like, we'll definitely take that. Also hits against them. So yeah, we'll take that. 29 minutes. Was Giddey in these games though? Giddey was. 22 minutes. He wasn't 100% yet, but he was in this game. Yeah, Yabusele boards looks good. You say good odds for 6 minus 281? I wouldn't say those are good odds by any means. But yeah, I mean, you should get a lot of chances. So this pace. At least 8. Without these guys, though, he's averaging... Oh, God, I wish we could see what he's averaging without him. You could probably kind of see here. Probably won't be too many games with current team. So we had 8, 9, or... Yeah, 9 and then 19. But also Matas might not play. Nick Richards could be good comms. I think you just take Yabusele here. Call it a day. Could also look at the Suns. I mean, Mark Williams out too. Yeah. Yeah, I like Yabusele for sure. Wow, this dude playing without Mark Williams and without Jordan Goodwin. That's crazy. Should get 11 chances. Had 8.9 here. That's crazy. Hold on now. Without Mark Williams, what are his double-double odds? Plus 335? Does he not get points ever? Yeah, not really. Shot 2. Yeah, doesn't get points. Could take him up to 10 rebounds, though. Like, I mean, should get 29 minutes. Is this what just happened? Like, yeah. Wait. Whoa. That was a long time ago. Okay, hold on. We need to look here. Did Mark Williams get hurt in this game? Does anyone know? I mean, if he's just not playing, he dropped 14, 14, and 3 in 25 minutes. You have to like his PR. Or you have... Honestly, double-double? Hold on now. How many shots did he take? He took 10 shots, but Devin Booker was in. I mean, he's going to start center. Like, yeah, that's a good double-double spot. It's a great double-double spot. Against the easiest team to get a double-double against in the entire league. Like, it's definitely a good spot for him. Just, like, doesn't even put it into proportion. See the similar pace. There's just not enough data on it, but I really do like him for a double-double. Like, none of these games without Mark Williams either, but this is what... Or no, that game. These games are. Not Goodwin as well, though, so... Yeah, I definitely like that. He's going to get a lot of minutes. Let's just see. You can see his volume trends, like, even though he only played that one game, I bet it's really high. For him on the Suns, chances are probably way up. Yeah, up to 14. So he gets, yeah, call her 14 chances. He just dropped 18. He's going to get more than 14. What does he get just without Mark Williams? Should get, I mean, God, he should get more than that, right? Like, also against a really easy team. Yeah, we love his double-double odds here. More so a ladder on rebounds, just against a really easy team to get rebounds against. Plus 240. I mean, how often does he hit that line? Hit 12, 13. I mean, yeah, we like that. Mostly dunks and putbacks. I like his spot, bro, against the Bulls and Yabusele. I like the spot here. I mean, even his potential assists, 6.7, like, let's say he gets 6 potential assists, 62% on the year. Like, without Mark Williams, I mean, 4 or 5, like, how many boards did he have? 5, 6, 3, 5. But all of those are in 20 minutes, and I think he should get upwards of 25, 28. Averaging 7. Like, yeah, this is insane, boys. 27 minutes. 27 minutes, 14 chances. That'll be at 19 minutes. Or at 19 chances, 10 boards. Crazy good odds. And volume trends for the Kings are probably going to be the same, just because all the injuries have been the same. Nick Clifford, 40-minute average. What? Oh my god, 39, 40, 39. They just do not care about this guy's health. Okay. Should get his rebounds, though. It's because they don't have a center. Holy cow, they don't have a center. Raynaud? Are they starting... Wait, what are they... Starting Clifford at the shooting guard? Jeez, man, I guess. Without Cardwell and Sabonis, look at his minute increase. Getting 39. If he gets 39 again, he's going over his rebounds. RA, like... Man, 8 chances for him. Nick Richards' spike game against the Suns, I guess. Could be. Do we like Raynaud or Clifford rebounds here? My god, Raynaud 19 chances. Holy cow. 10.5 is the line. Do we like it? Not really. Had 19 and 25 chances last game. Holy cow. Had 38 minutes. Is that just because they got killed? It's also home. 3 of 27 at home, going over 10.5. You like Raynaud? I don't think I do. Getting decent minutes, but not getting rebounds. His points. Maybe PR. We could also look at pace, but when a line's so absurd like this, I don't even think similar pace, yeah, it doesn't even matter. Like, his minutes are really high. Everything's up. His field goal percentage looks ridiculous. 22%. What's his usage? Russell Westbrook usage up as well. Yeah, I do first quarter parlays. That's a good point. We could do that even with Raynaud. Like, I know he likes getting first quarter rebounds. When was that? We had him, like... His line used to be 2. Or his line was 2 for a game. I'm like, why is it 2? Because, look, when his line's 2, minus 640, we got it for... I think we got it for minus... he was favored, but barely. Precious, is he still in boards? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. 23, 18, 16, 15, 18 chances without these guys. So he's averaging, without all, he averages 13. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, this game he had 9 minutes, so he should get 26 minutes at least and 15 chances. That's what we like right there. Yep. Don't even need to look at that anymore. I should get 26 minutes, and we can filter in a pace. This one's light, but is it because anyone played? Yeah, Sabonis played, stole 21 of his minutes. Stole 6 of his rebounds. And they played the Wizards with Sarr, although that didn't seem to matter apparently. Keyshawn George stole 8 rebounds. Yeah, we like this. They're both seeing a massive increase. Yeah, Brunson shot 0 for 6 in the first quarter yesterday. I think he was 1 for 12 going into halftime. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Kings, let's see, they're playing the Pels. Let's see what the Pels are doing recently on their roster management. Everyone's down. Let's look at the last 10. When that happens, usually it's just because of a few blowouts, especially like bad teams. So they lost to the Lakers. Thanks for letting me know, Windows. They lost to the Clippers, got blown out there, and then they beat the Jazz. So minutes and everything could even go down from that. So then when you're on this, just filter by either last 5 or 10, and you'll see like more consistent averages just to see. Now they're not going to be as fluid like when you see last 3 and you're like, wow, this guy, Herbert Jones is shooting minus 12% from usual. You'll see here it's only minus 5%, but you'll see like who should pop off, and in this case it should be Sadiq Bey. This one's a, let's see, similar defensive rating. So Sadiq Bey should be a under here. And his pace, let's see, should get 20, like 5 minutes. Why didn't he get minutes in these games? He got killed. Minutes in this game, got killed. Minutes in this game, didn't get killed. Who played? Who stole his minutes? Shooting for Trey Murphy, maybe. So if Trey Murphy probable isn't great. Remember, pace is only for this, but yeah, Sadiq Bey actually doesn't look very good. Injury splits just with the Pels. You can just see a lot of these guys. Yeah, so Trey's probable. I never put probable or questionable in here. So just DeJounte Murray, which doesn't give us much of an edge. Probably wouldn't bet much on that game regardless. Lakers Nuggets could be a good one. No injuries for the Lakers. Nuggets obviously without some key pieces. Strother, we saw this. He should get some good minutes here. Tim Hardaway as well. Just in that position, a lot of guys out. Kind of got to fill the needs somehow, obviously. You can see just without these guys, he should go over his points. Lakers also give up a lot. This is, I think this is the game we bet on, by the way, when he was against Minnesota. Pretty sure. So that's just, like, unfortunate. Like, you look at this data, I mean, it's just actually hilarious what's been happening to us recently. Is averaging 26 minutes without these guys, so let's just filter without injured with starters, and then 26 minutes. 23 gets it done. 14, 16, 9. So if he shoots 9 shots, how many from 3? 8, 6, 4. So 9 and 4, which should be his bare minimum. And then take everything else off. He is 9 of 9. You just have to like that. Also, the graph looks dumb. You just have to go on. Or no, it doesn't look dumb. I just didn't filter it in. But make sure if you're using pace, or in this case, since it's points, you use similar defensive rating. Make sure you go to graph settings, filter on defensive rating, and you'll see over here the chart you're looking at 1, 10, 20, 30. You can see here they are 23rd, 19th, and 20th, which is all in that range, obviously. 23rd, 19th, 20th. He also averages 5.3 more shots than usual. Does he have a shot attempt line on PrizePicks? Yeah. If he had a shot attempt line, let me see, because that's insane. A 5-shot increase is ridiculous. You can see averages, like his minimum is 9. He probably averages like 10 at least. I'm going to look up Strother here. Strother. Yeah, it doesn't have a shot line, but I do like his points line. Okay, so let's see what we got here. 50% boost needs to be a 3-leg. We do need to get the streak going, though. Let's get the streak legs going here. You guys think Max Crosby 32% to the Bears or 32% other? Interesting. 23% to the Cowboys, 13% to the Eagles. Interesting. Okay, first streak leg. I'm going to put 4 of my favorite props in here. So if you're asking for my favorite props, here you go. Reed Shepard. Reed didn't let us down last time. 3-pointers made, 3 of them. Wiggins RA. Wiggins over 7.5 RA. Oh, yeah, this dude. There you go, Darrow over 7.5 rebounds. I think that was his line. Let me make sure before I'm done. Yeah. Now, Yabusele or Nick Richards, we should probably look at Nick Richards. Nick Richards doesn't really have a line. Let me see if he has a line. Nick Richards. Yeah, so Nick Richards doesn't have a line. So I do like that. Then I'm going to do Precious as well. Precious. I'm not even typing anything. Precious over 8.5 rebounds is his line. Okay, so vote for the first streak leg. For those of you guys that are new and don't know what the streak is, on Underdog, just a betting app, you could look and bet streaks. So if you go to Originals, it's at the bottom tab. If you go to Originals, then Streaks, you basically hit a 2-leg parlay, and then you need to hit 9 more in a row, and you 1,000 extra money. So you could either turn $1 into 1,000, 5 into 5,000, or what we're doing, which is 10 to 10,000. So if you want to hop on the train, make sure you do so. So yeah, that's what you're voting on. So I let you guys pick whatever you think is best. There's only 6 votes. Please vote in the poll. Let's try and get these out fast. Yeah, let me know what you think is best. Yabu points, rebounds, not points. Asar rebounds in RA. Against the Spurs, interesting. I assumed you used the pace filter if I had to just take a guess. So I'm going to filter by that. Looks pretty good there. With starters, 4 of 5. Don't really love the RA. Does have a hard matchup. Not recently, though, which is good. Yeah, I mean, on this pace, seems to play well. You can also filter by a similar defense. 2 of 6 on that. Doesn't look terrible. 10, 12, 15 chances. There's just no telling how many minutes he's going to get. Against the Magic, had 15 chances in 20 minutes. 33 minutes he didn't hit, which is crazy. Is hitting somewhat head-to-head, only had 17 minutes. Recently, his minutes are just really bad. I mean, he had 31 on the 3rd, so I would assume 2 days later with starters, he just doesn't get a lot of minutes. Still 64%, but see, his minutes he's only averaging 24. So, I don't know if I love that. Okay, authorized. Thanks for letting me know. I mean, he got injured, so I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. So Luka 37 PRA. Luka playing with all of his starters, which is a good sign. Recently is under on his points though. 5 of 13 on his PRA with starters, so I probably wouldn't take this. Minutes are down recently just because they're killing everyone. Over-under is really high. Well, yeah, but it's really easy in hindsight to say you should have went with his rebounds when he hit his rebounds and didn't hit his assists. Even if his assists look better, it's like whatever, man. Whatever you say. $37's not regular line. Wait, what? Oh, do you have like a discount on him? I mean, bro, Luka for 37. If he doesn't hit that, I mean, yeah, 88% on the year. 77% with starters, though. So, I mean, you could probably feel pretty comfy on it. Here, though, he only had 15 minutes. I don't know why. Maybe he got injured. Say he gets, like, at least 31 minutes. Yeah, 8 of 9. I mean, can't be mad on that. Alright, I'm going to start making these parlays. I'll walk you through what I'm making here. So I have a 50% boost. I need 3 legs. So I'm gonna do Reed Shepherd for his 3s. I'm gonna do Wiggins for his RA. They do have his RA, good. And then I'm gonna do. Let's see, what else should we do here? Gobert, maybe? Gobert. They don't have Gobert for his RA. We'll do this Iguodaro guy. $6.7x, you gotta like that, right? 6.7x, gotta love it. Let's check Chalkboard, see if they have Yogurt Gogurt. Gobert. 12.5 RA. Yeah, they do as RA, so we'll take that there. And then we'll take this with Bam. Okay, Bam 21 plus, Rudy Gobert 13 plus RA on the same parlay. And then let's do Stephon Castle and Colaby. Or no, I already did Colaby. We'll do Stephon Castle and Strother. Let me see if I have another boost on Sleeper or anything, though. Let's see, what do we got here? 50% boost. 50% boost on Sleeper. We'll take that. We'll do Precious. Should hit his rebounds, 8.5. Strother should hit his points. His points line is 9.5. Thought it was 8.5 when I looked, but yeah, that's right, 9.5. And then we'll do Stefan Castle. 6.5 assists. %50 boost. There we go. So Tajay, similar defense. Like I don't know if you're talking about the normal one or not, but similar defense is just going to be the one you're used to. This one, Herman Jones, thanks for the sub, man. But this similar defense basically just is the average to that position that's allowed, right? This similar defensive rating is based on the efficiency. So you could, what was your question? You could do pace to find potentials, then similar defense. Yeah, so you could do that. So if you do pace to find potentials, do just similar defense, just this one here. Because defensive rating, this one only should ever be used for points. That's the most important thing to remember with this. This one you literally only use for points because the exact definition of defensive efficiency, which is strictly what the filter's going off of, is points allowed per 100 possessions. So, I mean, I guess you could, like, maybe some assists. I guess some assists you could use it. But I would stick to just using points for that one. LeBron RA. LeBon, where are you? Don't hide from me, LeBon. 3-3 head-to-head. Holy cow. Gets a lot of rebounds. Similar pace. Doesn't look amazing. Just strictly on the pace. Also have to remember all the starters are in. Let's see if we can filter pace now. Had 1 rebound against the Kings. And 5 assists on a similar pace. Could maybe filter the pace a little wider. So, yeah, I don't love it. I mean, rebounds maybe, but it seems a little high for me. Okay, let me still figure this out. Eason and Green unders, and then I think that's it. Unless I missed Yabusele. Has he ever got 10 rebounds? He's never even got 8 rebounds. Just get rid of that. That's stupid. I just think that's funny that there is literally a chance. I mean, God, if he gets a trip dub tonight, had 12 chances here against the Clips. Had 6 boards there. I don't know, man. I'm going to do Eason and Green. Let's see if we can just rip this on underdog. Eason under... What was it, just his points? Might want to wait on this one only because we don't know. Someone made a good point earlier. We don't know if all these guys are out. If they are out, our under is just cooked. Like, I mean, I would assume our under is cooked. Draymond I still like because we already have pretty much, well, yeah, we pretty much already have all the guys out. I mean, there are a lot of guys out, so maybe that's why. But with this over-under, you probably still like Draymond for under. Kind of take off those games. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do those, and then I'm gonna do like a long shot, like I like doing. Just use some bonus bets. I think this Iguodala guy, his odds are really good for, yeah, I mean, his 9.5 odds are already way down to plus like 128 or plus 150 or something. Bam, maybe for like 30. If this game stays close, I could see that happening. I think it has happened before with the similar defense efficiency. And you have to remember all these guys are out as well. What was this? Yeah, I mean, they just killed him, but he shot 11 of 24. Jaime Hawkes dropped 20. Like, that's ridiculous. Just look at his shooting as well. Like, his shooting is all there. Oh, yeah, we'll do this with Reed Shepherd threes as well. Him for 4 threes. Man, Bam, is he gonna... I know there was one where, like... he had a pretty good chance, I thought, to get 30. Or I know there was something I did where he had 30. Maybe it was with starters without these guys. I mean, 29 in some of them. 23, shot 5 of 12 against a loss to the Pacers. Got killed. How many minutes did he just have against the Nets? 35. So, I mean, yeah. 2 days of rest. 35 minutes on the horizon. Good to see him getting... We'll put him down to 25. Or was it? No, it was his, hold on. His injury splits without Norman Powell looked nasty, didn't they? Hold on. Without Powell. His shots. Yeah, Bam averages like 17 shots. If we give him those 17 shots, that's what we're looking at. Without injured. And then we want to go to points. Yeah, so 25. We like him up to that, probably. I know those were last year. Yeah, 7 of 7. Yeah, I think 25. 25 is worth a sprinkle. Without Powell, got 13 games, 11, and then, yeah, 5. So, made half of them. Makes a few more threes. We're looking real good. Serious plus money on his assist line because he's going to get like 20 minutes MKM. I'd be really careful on that. Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway, 4 of 5 here. Wow. Looks pretty good. How many is he shooting? No, not that. He's shooting 3 of 8, 3 of 9, 4 of 5, 3 of 4, 1 of 8. So he should shoot like at least, what, 6? But realistically, probably 7. If he shoots 7, he's 80%. He averages, without these guys, 6, 7, 6. Yeah, I mean, he should get 7. Probably should get 7. Only had 1 last game. Shot 1 of 8. It's a little rough. What are some other rebounds I could see going way over? I mean, this guy, we were seeing him for, what, 15 on the injury splits as well for Precious. Is against a harder rebounding team. Yeah, should get 15 chances, 26 minutes at least. 26 minutes, 15 chances. Filter that. Should get, yeah, should just go over. Also 11 of 13. Could see him getting a double-double. Probably plus money, plus 185 for him to get a double-double. Really like his pace, I think. Similar pace. 11 minimum. Should get 13 though. Yeah, it's just the points. .03. Yeah, for another board. 1.14 for a double-double. What are some long shot odds you guys like? Even Stephon Castle, we saw him earlier on the pace. He looks good. I believe it was with starters. Yeah, 5 of 6. Getting upwards of 15 potentials. Should get 14. Had 14 in one game without him. Yeah, I mean, him up to 11. 14, he's 80%. I mean, for him to get 9 plus 337. Plus 200 now. Of course. Duncan Robinson, 4 assists. Let's also look at this with starters. Yeah, 64% on a plus 337 is ridiculous. 6 of 11. Could definitely see him for a double-double being worth a shot. Has some trip dubs, actually, but dub plus 577 is pretty ridiculous. Pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I might take that instead. Okay, I think I'm going to end the stream there. My lotto is going to be Bam, 25 points, Reed Shepherd, 4 threes, Stephon Castle, double-double, and Oso Ighodaro, 10 rebounds. I'm going to put 15 on it for 1,035. This is bonus bets, so obviously I'm not putting real money on this. If you want to put real money, maybe like $1, but be careful putting too much real money on it. It's just a bonus bet. Yeah, Clifford 8+ rebounds. I kind of do like that as well. But, I mean, those are his chances, right? So, I think I just like Precious more. Code for Propfinder is 2 months. So, yeah, before I go, make sure you're in the Twitter or in the Discord, following us on Twitter. Make sure you sub here. Sorry, I should update the list. 1 second. Make sure you sub here with notice so you know when I go live. Again, everything will be posted in the Discord. All the plays I make. It was sell it over 6.5 rebounds. If you sub right now, your name will pop up on the screen. I think if you have something like some public mode on your YouTube, I'm actually not sure what it is, but if you're not subbed yet and you want your name to pop up on the screen and some good music to follow, then, it's always an option. Okay, list is now updated. If you type ! props, you will see that the list is updated. I just did that for you guys. So I appreciate you guys joining. I'll make sure that message goes through, and then I will hop off. Everything will be in the Discord once I'm done here. So if you want to see exactly how I played everything, if you're not in the Discord and you don't really want to join, that's fine. I would highly recommend playing everything I posted here to win 2 units, as in net 2 units. So whatever you basically net or profit 1 unit, net 2 units, however you want to think about that. I always say to win 2 units, as in, you play a unit, you win a unit. But sometimes the odds don't work out. So net 2 units as a straight. I only play parlays because I'm not 21 yet, but I will be in 2 days. I will stream tomorrow. I will not be streaming this weekend. So again, I will not be streaming this weekend. My parents are in town. I might still post some parlays, but we'll see. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Nothing with tomorrow is changing, but no streams this weekend. So after tomorrow, the next stream will be Monday, which is the 9th. So appreciate you guys for joining. I will catch y'all later.